Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War Campaign 14, Week 3, Day 4. So today, of course, it is Thursday, so we have ourselves the good old class event this week for the Mechanist hero class. Mechanist being a pretty decent hero class, unfortunately only really used for one particular thing, and that is within the context of a pure mech team. Unfortunately, outside that context, it doesn't really have much usage. But it does give 50% mana start to all mechs, which is its main gimmick. Has immune to freeze, which is not bad. Though, of course, many other hero classes have it as well. And has a barrier on start with the 20% armor thing. It does have Dispel, so it does get to come into play a little bit, as you can kind of use it as like an anti-submerge and stuff like that. Particularly good for Tesla in that regard. But unfortunately, it does not 50% mana start to Tesla. But yeah, it's mostly just to give like 50% mana start to Tina, 9,000, and it's good with a new Bork, if nothing else. That is one of his other bigger synergies that recently just came into the game. But on the Bork, it is basically like a Thrall when 50% mana started. Otherwise, it's basically like weaker Marilith, if not paired with a 50% mana start. So it kind of makes Bork a bit more viable as a mass gem destroyer. So it does have that going for it, if nothing else. Anyways, so as far as today, we're going to be going and starting our course off with the mech class event. And we can't run Tesla for this, unfortunately. She's not a mech. For this mode, we specifically have to use mechs from Adana. So we are restricted specifically to that. However, in being so, that does give us access to Bombot. So Bombot actually got buffed, oddly enough, in the most recent update. Of course, we had a rework with Adana, literally earlier this week. And of course, Ironhawk did not get nerfed, yes. However, one thing that kind of got buffed, or quite a few things that happened with mechs, is they got unstable cores, which creates bomb gems when it dies. This on most of them does nothing. However, this is particularly relevant on Bombot because it creates 3 bomb gems, and it already does some amount of explodes. And while these bomb gems do get created after the explodes, not before, so you're not going to be able to get 5 explodes the first try. However, your second one will be able to go utilize them. So it basically allows you to just go down the Bombot chain, and that's what we're going to try to do here. We showed it a little bit earlier this week. This is the first time we've actually done it for any kind of like super serious battle. Or, you know, any that we'd be doing normally and not just like messing around with. Yeah, we'll see how it actually does. It should do perfectly fine. Anyways, hello everyone. Bombot actually used to be the meta back in the day. Even before, because if I'm not mistaken, Rowan did not have 2 times armor around the time when Bombot first existed. So it got even more usage then. But then, of course, when Rowan got it, not as much, but still got some usage. But hello, Bill. Hello, Lester. Hello, Ricardo. Hello, Logic's there. Hello, Brian. Hello, Imperial. Hello, Bill. Hello, Chad. Hello, Sushi Ninja. Hello, Cookie. Hello, Isabel. Hello, Renos. Welcome. Alright, what do we need here? What do we need? We need a Brown. I want to keep getting these Bombots going. Honestly, they're going to be quicker than the hero, especially with how I set my banner. Because it's deliberately set to try to make the Bombot do its thing. As this is a lot more of a Bombot-focused team. The only reason we're really using Dawnbringer is because of color coverage. More so than because we need it. Because Bombot's honestly going to just carry everything. We're even running mech so we get half mana start on it. It's one of the reasons why they're able to get going so quickly. We got ourselves the good old Valraven. I don't have a Brown to go use here. Oh, we'll take that one over. I'm glad to hear him feeling better, Isabel. Of course, got to chat with you a little bit earlier. Oh, hello, Chris. Welcome. Well, it's been up pretty much the usual. Also, tomorrow for Gems of War, what's happening? We have... oh, yeah, we had the Deep Delve. I think I covered the video on that in the morning. Yeah, we got the good old Deep Delve variant. Most noteworthy thing, actually, tomorrow. Life and Death's coming back. It's one of those rotating weapons. Of course, it's not too special because, you know, a lot of Tuesdays have it. Well, every Tuesday has one. And, you know, every single time they return. However, Life and Death is a particularly noteworthy one, unlike most of them, as it's actually a good weapon, unlike the many other ones that are just, you get them because you need them, or, you know, because of completionist sake, not because they're actually good. But Life and Death is one of them that is actually good as far as the faction weapons are concerned. There's a small handful of them, but out of any one, Life and Death is easily considered the best of them. It's one of the best weapons in the entire game. I'm pretty sure it's still a top 10 weapon in the game. Probably lower top 10 these days, but still top 10. There's a very few uses you tend to bring it out, I think is the biggest issue in the current state of the game with it. It's more of a defend team weapon than an offense team weapon, though you can still use it offensively. It's just a bit slower to do so. It's not a particularly quick win weapon, but it's really good at not losing. It's kind of good. It's kind of like Rope Dart in that regard, but I feel like even Rope Dart wins quicker than it. Because Rope Dart has some pretty good combos, like with Upastat and just like anything that can kill quickly. Plus you get to reorganize the team, which is always a good utility. Whereas Life and Death is all about not dying while also just cheesing Deathmark kills, or for true damage support. Hello D13, welcome, welcome. Hello Supernova, welcome, welcome. Now we need those browns. Let's take a brown, insta win. We do have +2 brown right now, so even if we don't surge brown, we guarantee get full mana. Because merchant, why did I say merchant? We will be hunting merchants today. But why did I say merchant again? Mechanist, they both start with M, so in my brain they're the exact same word. But the Mechanist, 50% mana start helping out a lot there. You just take that brown, boom, dead. Quite literally boom, 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 boom. I just even called kaboom! There we go. Yeah, just going super quick. I wonder if Bombot can actually slightly be the meta again. Probably not completely. But he was at one point, like the meta. Like, you know how like Rowan is ran a bunch, or Sunbird back in the day, and other things like that? Well, Bombot used to be the really good one back in the day. The main thing that made it fall off, I think, was the durability to armor ratio that started to get a little bit wider. He also benefits less from magic compared to other troops in the game. Of course, benefits quite heavily from armor. If I'm not mistaken, he actually scales at the same rate as Rowan. He has a 2-to-1 where she is or he has a 1-to-2 where she is a 2-to-1. But it's the same damage output because he's hitting all 4. So they're both effectively getting 2 total damage per armor. It's just this one is across the entire line, whereas Rowan can concentrate the damage. There's one of the other reasons Bombot started getting used a bit less. Is because his max hit is always capped, whereas Rowan's can keep going up and up and up. Because if you have 100 damage Bombot compared to like a 300 damage Rowan, that 300 damage Rowan, when the team starts to dwindle down, your enemy team, you do substantially more damage in that situation. Whereas you're capped at a certain amount whenever you're throwing down an AoE option that hits everything simultaneously. Because at no point does it concentrate the damage, which is also really bad if they ever get a revive. Which is the other thing that made its usage go down a bit. Just the presence of revives. I think for what we're doing right now, that shouldn't be that big a deal. The only one we really have to worry about is the Orc one, where it has the 100% revive. But I don't think we had that this week, because I don't recall any revives happening yet. I said, hello, Maximus! Are you going to be replacing El Loco with Guild Wars around the corner, or no? Did El Loco leave? I thought he was still doing things in the guild. Has he not been active? I think he still has been. I haven't been keeping particularly close track on it recently. Rowan. Everything looks normalish. Some people not claiming their seals, but there's always people not doing it. Oh, he's on vacation? Oh, okay. That makes sense. Well, he's still playing, apparently. Because all those look like they're in place. But yeah, whenever we have a spot, I'll try to let you know. Or just keep reminding me. Poke me like every week, and I'll let you know. And also keep track with Isabel, too, because Isabel is normally on that. Isabel and Azala. Because I keep track of it here and there, but I'll probably be like a couple days behind because I don't check it like every single time. Oh no, what a way to start. Silence immediately? Did silence? No! Well, we found the traps. Silence Deathmark. God, well, bottom 3 it is. Wow. I should run bottom 3 today instead of top 3. You know, the first, I have never clicked bottom 3 yet, but the day I do, it is going to be top 3. But okay, what on earth is the team we're running here? I don't even know. I guess we'll just run Zolgoth. The problem is silence. You have immune to silence though, so yeah. There's the whole reason why I even run Angry Mob. Like this exact moment right here is pretty much why we have Angry Mob there, and not Thrall. Because he does have that bypass of silence, which makes this a lot more bearable. Still awful, because we can still Deathmark die any second on any of them. But a lot more bearable, and it just dies out a bit quicker. Because our mana accumulator has immune to silence, so... This yellow day is almost the entire reason why Angry Mob is there. That and has backup resummon, still has good mana accumulation. Though compared to the Bork I mentioned earlier, he is in a little bit of a worse position. But he makes up for it with immune to silence, which comes into play occasionally. And he can also infinite summon, which is also nice. Whereas Bork's secondary abilities basically do nothing. It creates 3 bomb gems, which in some circumstances can actually lower the amount of mana you accumulate, as weird as that may seem. What happened to my team? We had a team a couple turns ago. I do not see any team there now. They have disappeared on us. I forgot to take the blue. Wait, I could just take an extra turn blue. Did he really just double skull us? Is this even worth trying to win? This is winnable if we don't let him skull us a single time while also getting full mana ourselves. Which is very unlikely because he's just going to keep blocking us. I'm going to try for it though, why not? No! He actually cascaded the skull! I didn't think he'd go for it. Fine, we'll restart with better luck. Also, hello, Insane Gamer! Welcome, welcome. Right, oh yeah, I keep wanting to click Rowan. I mean not Rowan, I mean Leprechaun. But yeah, we do still have to deal with silence. Oh, now we don't have to deal with it anymore. Well, that fixes that problem. He's not silenced anymore, because he's dead. So, at least he's not silenced. Technically fixed the issue. Not in the exact way we wanted to, though. Oh, it's ultimately not going to matter. If anything, more angry mobs for the party. They're angry mobs surrounding a single Zolgoth. Sounds about right. After you do all your dailies, you get 250k gold minus PvP. Are you alone in this? After you do all your dailies, you get 250k gold minus PvP. Wait, what dailies? Though, unless you're referring to Underworld. I'm not sure what you mean by exactly 250k. Like a 250k drop or 250 from all of it? Because a 250 from all of it seems about right. If you're doing Underworld. Underworld actually gives a lot of gold. Like a lot of gold. There's one that actually bigger rewards that ends up giving. Aside from all the tokens and everything else. Or not the tokens, whatever you'd call it. The Underworld treasure. You know what? We'll Flame Refer kill it. I hope we get lucky, and we did. And that's match. Perfect. Everything aligned as needed. Always great to see. And I still always do this. I have no clue why. I have not bought in Dragonite for like a month now. Yeah, out of instinct, I always click on this tab. Every single time. Without fail. Let's see. Oh gosh, we got war coins. Oh, I thought this was the verse I needed. I need verse 3. Ooh. I need verse 3s badly. We have 2 left right now. I'll still claim this. What if we need it eventually? Oh, what team do we want to run? You know what, I'm going to bring back Magnesia for a few battles here. Might as well, I haven't been using her much. Give her a good run. Ooh, 20 gems? I almost forgot that these come with gems. It's kind of weird that they made like the Palooza scroll so cheap. Like normally when you see them off a daily, you can get them for 50 gems. And even when you get them from Adventure Board, you get like a whole handful of gems with them. Like 35 gems, not bad. Yeah, it has been a while since we've had a that combination. I'm actually not sure if we've ever had that combination before. Where on a given day we got both war coins and a verse scroll. Definitely a pretty useful combination. Though I personally don't need war coins anymore. And oddly enough, nor do newer players. Actually, Tyrion. Oh, wait, is Tyrion even here? He hasn't said hi yet. He might not be here. But I was going to ask him on his newer account how he's been faring on war coins. Because last I recall, a newer player gets more war coins than they could ever know what to do with. Whereas if you've been playing for a while and then war coins came out, you're probably way behind. Or people who come back like years later. But then again, maybe not if you haven't done the kingdoms yet. But there might be some people who do, and it's like, what's this new mechanic of war coins? And then they might find out, oh, you get some for completing all the kingdoms, and they realize they have all the kingdoms and don't get any. It's a weird mechanic. I still don't understand why they have it like that. Obviously to try to sell money. Or, you know, to make money from it. But, I don't know, it's just really weirdly designed. Because newer players get more of it than they ever know what to do with, and people who've been playing for ages, or people who, like, return to the game will have, like, none, even though they need a pretty good handful of it. You need at least 250 to buy out whatever the 5 are at any given moment, the 5 war bands. Plus they rotate ever so occasionally. However, one thing that has not happened, they've never rotated back. So there's a bunch of war bands that are really hard to get. I don't remember what 4 they are right now. But 4 of them are way harder to get than the other 5. And of course the easy to get 5 ones. Well, I guess you could just do it by process of elimination. Whatever 5 are here, you just subtract that from the other ones. And those are the 4 that are not. But, yeah, those other 4 that aren't these 5, they're kind of hard to get because, well, you can't right now. Unless you already got them in the past. And the rotation system is near non-existent. I wish they would add 1 more and, like, rotate it maybe, like, every week or something. Because then we'd have a 5 and 5 rotation. Where it could, like, switch every few weeks or however they want to do it. Anyways. Alright, we did that, we did that. We already finished all the class, right? I just want to make sure. Yeah, we did. Obviously, we have a few more fights there, but it's not going to do anything. Oh yeah, there's Tyrion. The original 2 that rotated out, rotated back in at one point. Oh, okay. So there's still 2 that didn't then. The ones that most recently rotated with the 2 new ones that rotated never came back then, right? Because they've never had a chance to because of the other 2 new ones replacing it. Anyways, let's go ahead to the code. And then go mess with World Event and then probably do some Bounty Hunter. See what we can get in there. Ooh, we're slacking a bit this week. Though, in all fairness, we're one of the people contributing to the slacking. We're all the way down there. Anyways, let me go ahead to the code. As this battle screen loads. Oh, gotta set the right banner. Or not banner, whatever you call it. The right tokens. Here you guys go. I'll go get his code. Ooh, Valraven. Also, I can't believe at the end of last night's stream, we got a major pet orb. That was so nice. It hasn't even been that long. I think it's been like 2 weeks. Which might sound like a long period of time, but for something that good, that's not that long at all. As far as duration between the 2 of them. Also, wow, Tesla does so much. That's still something I haven't messed with much this week. Tesla does so much damage with 3-to-1. Like, I know we're in a mode where it's doing artificially more damage, but still. Because we're doing 160% more right now with the metal setup we have. But even ignoring that... It is so much more. Also, why on earth are all of the stats 0 in that battle? Or near 0. Guess we just haven't had the fight rotate that much. I said, hello, Gimli, no problem. Yeah, we'll take that over. Go all in on blue. Honestly, we only need 1 cast. I don't foresee this taking more than that. Not with that much damage. Yeah, we still need to mess with Tesla a bit more. Probably will this weekend. If I'm not mistaken, I think we have a faction this weekend we can actually run Tesla. Because it is red-purple, if I'm not mistaken. Which means we do have access to red. As well as Thrall to go feed it. So that has some potential. Isn't Crypt, I'm pretty sure it's red-purple. Let me double check. Am I going crazy? I could have sworn it's red-purple. Because if it is, we could go run Tesla, and I probably will, honestly. Run Tesla for most of the event. Maybe not the super low fights, but who knows? Maybe even the super low fights. Why not? If it's still one-shotting. Not Crypt. I meant Silver Necropolis. But the coloration should still be what I said. No, it's brown-purple! I was right. Red-purple is the Crypt. I said the wrong kingdom. Even though I was thinking of the right one. No, because this one's red-purple. No, I was thinking of Crypt's colors. It's brown-purple. Never mind, we can't run Tesla this weekend. Oh, that's sad. Yeah, this one's the one that's getting the Deep Delve variant, but it's brown-purple. Well, we have Thrall. And we do have Iron Gut Zolgoth. So we do have those kind of things, but oh, that's sad. We can't run the good new Tesla buff. Or it's not on that day anyways. Okay, we're stuck with all Smasho bots already. You did your entire Clash trial with just Bombot? Nice. You forgot how powerful... Yeah, Bombot's insane. Like, Bombot was never stopped being good. It's one of those many troops where it stopped getting used just because better options came out. But the troop itself never got any worse for the most part. But yeah, Bombot's still insane. And they did technically buff it with the most recent patch on Monday. His damage wasn't buffed, but his potential mana accumulation was. And honestly, he's pretty much the only mech that actually uses effectively the new core that they have. Like, they gave it to like over a dozen different troops. Yeah, only one of them really utilizes it at all. That's Bombot. Or at least utilizes it well. Oh yeah, I saw the 4 currently posted banners that you mentioned. I just read them to myself, but yeah. I saw your posts. I'm not gonna remember them though. Like, I saw them, but I'm gonna forget in like 10 minutes what they are. Most likely. Well, let's go claim the redeem code. Also, thank you, Isabel, whoever claimed that for us. Greatly appreciated. Alright, so let's go mess with merchants. I said in the title we'd go hunt some merchants, and I do intend to go hunt some merchants. Because this weekend, we're probably going to focus mostly on the faction event. Well, obviously not the 500, because we already have done it before. But, you know, just to farm up the loot. The loot for that area is actually among one of the better ones, not the absolute best. I'm curious to see if the Deep Delve variant is even better. Because so far we have not had a single Deep Delve where the treasure layout is worse. So far, every single Deep Delve's treasure layout has been better than the one before. And this is going to be rather interesting, as Silver Necropolis is currently going to be the best treasure layout delve to ever get a Deep Delve variant. So I'm curious to see if they make it better, and if so, how. And how they're going to do that for other ones. Like, what if City of Thieves gets a Deep Delve? Could you imagine what that would look like? But, no, we might not need to wait too long. Probably happen. Oh, actually, we probably will. That could be early next year before we get that. With the rate that they come out. It's like once every, what, 6-ish weeks, give or take sometimes. Anyways, let's go do some merchant hunting. So, a couple of different ways we're going to do this. Could do this. But you know what way I kind of want to mess with it? Because, of course, Ironhawk didn't get nerfed. Let's do the Ironhawk method. One-shot Ironhawk. Celebrating it not getting nerfed. Because honestly, I haven't used it much this week despite it surviving. Oh yeah, I forgot. I haven't done the timing thing yet. Let me go bring up a timer. Wait, there's another thing I want to go test. Hold up. Almost forgot about this. Let me go get the timer. I'll let it run a little bit too, just because we got it first fight. Let's see. Though, of course, you could still get it first fight, but like we just did. But yeah, let me start the timer. Yeah, this is the first battle we've done that actually has the chance of spawning him. Or that's the dailies, Ken? I don't even remember. Can your daily adventure board spawn the Crown Battle Crusher? I think they can. But that means we went 7 battles without one. I actually do not remember. City of Thieves should be all Cedric rooms. I know, right? That's one way they could fix it to be even more broken. I think the most funny thing about how broken Cedric is there is that every room is 1 room away. Wow, we just did back-to-back. Every single room is 1 room away from the starting room. So you can always immediately take Cedric if it's within the layout. Which is one of the reasons why City of Thieves is actually so good. Because regardless where Cedric spawns as a treasure room, you will always be able to get to it by your second battle. Because every single Delve's first battle is always the Delve itself. Same as the final. But every single treasure room, or every single room for that matter, other than the really final one, is within a single room distance from your starting room. So every Cedric spawn can always be taken immediately, which is the only faction, I believe, still to this day that is like that. Where from the very first room, you can take out any Cedric, regardless of its location. Quite a few of them can do it pretty early, or have more overall treasure rooms within their composition. But it's unique in that it has that aspect where regardless where it is, you can automatically get it. Which is one of the reasons why City of Thieves is generally considered the overall best. There's a few others that are pretty high up there. The City of Thieves has probably been the most notorious for it. Also because the builds you can use there are pretty good too. You have Rowan Quick Kill and quite a few other things like that that are just like absurdly quick. Did Tyrion tell you that Pokemon Home is finally releasing for Scarlet Violet? Oh, is it? When? Did they finally announce that? That's cool. I've been keeping up with anything Pokemon related lately. Yeah, we might need to go send some things over from Sword and Shield. That and go ribbon hunt on them. And back and forth with them. 5/24? Oh, that's next week. Wait, is that next Friday? What day is that? What day does that fall on? No, that's what next Wednesday. Why on earth a Wednesday? That's a weird day. Oh, you mean 25th? Wait, 24th or 25th? Either one is kind of weird. Wednesday or Thursday. I normally don't do updates on those days. Nintendo's normally a Friday update kind of company. Oh, is it the 24th? Okay. We haven't done a Pokemon stream in a while. Maybe I'll stream it that day. We'll see. Because we actually did a stream the last time there was a Pokemon Home update, oddly enough. When they did it for Pokemon Legends Arceus. That one was a lot more fun, though. Like, I'm not sure anything I would immediately do with the home compatibility with that, other than, like, ribbon hunt a little bit. Maybe get, like, my 6 favorite shinies and go get all their ribbons. The problem is there's not that many ribbons in Scarlet and Violet. Like, you would literally just go defeat the Elite Four, or, you know, like, the whatever the Pokemon School thing is, because they don't technically have an Elite Four, you only do it once. And I'm trying to think of what other ribbons there even are. There's so few. They've added 1 billion marks to that game, but the ribbon population's, like, near non-existent. For, like, the Ultra Completion stuff. Ooh, nice, Tyrion. Because you've been busy. Oh, you got your promotion at work too. Nice. I still don't have no clue what a promotion would feel like. I've never worked a job where it's even possible to be promoted. Because every job I've ever had were like the standard, like, lowest possible jobs you could have. Like working at a restaurant or something similar. Not that working at a restaurant is bad, but you know, there isn't really like room for promotion at something like a restaurant. But like jobs like that, or working for myself either through flea marketing, you know, we've done YouTube, done freelance writing in the past. I've never really had a job where it is physically impossible to even be promoted. I have no clue what the feeling feels like, but it must feel nice. Oh, so how many kills are we at? I am not keeping track at all. I know we haven't killed them all yet. We're 1 off. Wow, that's pretty close, though. This might be our quickest one yet. The first time it took us 7 minutes. The next time it took us 6 minutes. We're on track for 5 minutes if we get it in next one. That'd be slightly over 5, but still. That'd be funny if it just goes down a minute every day. Which actually could, because it's possible to do it in 2 minutes. It'd be unlikely, but it is possible to get this done in 2 minutes if you get lucky enough. There it is. Yeah, it took 5 minutes and 25-ish seconds. Somewhere around there. But yeah, that's the quickest yet. So it took us 7 minutes and 6 minutes and basically 5.5 minutes. Oh, wait, we're not done. Oh, no! Wait, I looked at that wrong. No, we still got more. No, and I clicked end instead of pause. Fail. Wait, why did I think that was all the way? Hold up. I was looking at that extremely wrong then. Well, it's 5 minutes 30. Let's add more time to it. We need 2 more. Oh, it's gonna take 6 minutes again. Wow, how did I think that was already all the way there? How did I look at that incorrectly? Also, hello, analyst. Welcome, welcome. What's the best job I've been given? That winky face implies, something else. I'm actually not sure what the best job I've ever had was. To some degree, this channel. But, like, actual jobs? I would probably say, like, where I actually worked for someone. Oh, no, I can't think of a single job where I had an employer that I enjoyed the job. Like, the closest I got was maybe when I was working for that one green energy company for a little while. Because, honestly, it felt like just doing schoolwork, but getting paid for it. Because there was a lot of Excel spreadsheets and documentation and stuff like that. I was almost like an online secretary in a sense. But, so it was basically the stuff I was already doing in school, but with, like, a paycheck attached to it, so that was kind of nice. But, and I still hated that job, though. Like, out of anyone I've ever been employed for, I probably hated that one the least. But, and I still hated it. Anyways, okay, let's go claim our crowns now. So that took us 6.5 minutes, so not bad. Still pretty quick. And we got a bit more loot there. There we go. Anyways, let's go do some merchant hunting. So, honestly, what we were just doing already. Let's go back. Except now we don't get merchants anymore. I mean, we don't get, the... what are they called? The battle crasher thingies. Let me get rid of this timer. Merchants are the thing we're actually looking for. Settings could not be saved. That's fine. Okay, that was weird. Let's see. I can fix that now. There we go. Our timer has settings, apparently. It actually does. It's kind of funny because I actually use the thing for speed running for that timer. So it keeps thinking I'm doing runs. Because I haven't bothered switching out the other categories. I just used it for a timer. It has a lot of features, even though I only really use it for a couple things. This one time at band camp. I'll catch you later, Chad. Thanks for stopping by. You don't get promotions at your job, you just get pay raises of 25 cents at a time. Yeah, that was always something that's kind of weird. Like the ultra incremental, like, pay raises. Like, it's better than nothing, but... oh no, that still seems so small. Like, if I work for a company for, let's say, like, 3 years, and they raise my pay by, like, 30 cents or something, that would almost feel insulting. Because that was, like, the only thing. Obviously, if they did a bunch of other stuff, it would be fine. But, you know, it's still more money. It would also depend what the base pay already was. Yeah, most jobs I've never really held for a long time. Like, the average job I've ever had, if you average, like, literally all of them, I think 2 years is the average amount of time I've held a job. Not because I've been fired, just because I keep switching from them. Like, constantly in the past. But you know what I think of it? I don't think I've ever been fired. I'm trying to think. I don't think I have. Because I can't think of a single one, so assumably I haven't. Because I can't think of a single instance that actually has happened. Like, any job I've stopped, I just walked away from. I just realized wait, did we just kill, wait. What? Oh, I just did Zolgoth team. I'm like, wait, how did I just kill, I actually remembered to switch team for Zolgoth. I just saw that we killed a Mimic, and it was like, wait, how on earth did we kill a Mimic with Dust Devil quick kill? But my brain actually remembered to switch to Zolgoth. Good job. Because I wasn't paying attention. Good job, sidetracked the brain. Gosh, we have so much playtime in this game that my brain literally autopilots what it needs to do. I could just be completely out, and it'll still click everything correctly. It's $1 and a 5 an hour raise. That's still pretty good, though. Keeps up with inflation. Which, honestly, I've definitely been noticing a lot the last couple of years. Because my pay hasn't really been going up. If anything, it's actually been going slightly down. Because YouTube ad revenue hasn't been doing as good. And we haven't really been posting for other games, which sometimes they go really viral when we do. Because, of course, there's only so much in the Gems of War community we could post to. But, I was making some kind of point. But, yeah, since I haven't been having as much money, like, with everything else raising, it's like, oh no, cost of living is going up, but the money being earned is not going up. Oh, I wish it was an angel. That would be such a free epic Vault key. But it's better to take the other one since we have to pay for it. 360 gems for an epic Vault key is super not worth it. You should never spend gems gems. You should never spend gems on Vault keys or epic Vault keys in this game. Every instance of them is too expensive. Oh, angel. Now show me the epic Vault key. Could you imagine? No, blue deed's still good though. Not as good as epic. Oh, actually, I'm not sure. Which one's better, epic Vault key or 2 blue deeds? I'd probably take epic Vault key. If that was my choice, I would take the gamble of the epic Vault key, even though you'd probably get like 4 Cedrics in it or something. You just get to listen to people complain and try to problem solve where you can. That's a pretty good job. It would probably get really stressful. I feel like one of the worst places as far as quality of life that you could ever work at is like the return center at like a clothing store. That must be the worst job ever, especially on a busier day. Maybe not the worst job ever, but you know. Definitely not an ideal one. How much is a dozen of eggs these days? I don't know, because sometimes I buy it at different places, and they can definitely drastically vary, depending on if you can pick it up at like a corner store or at a Walmart or something similar. Because I've been kind of avoiding the Walmart ever since they automated everything. But buying it at other places tend to be a little bit higher. That's something I do miss. Getting free eggs. I miss having chickens. Not even need to worry about eggs. Okay, we got an angel. Oh, come on. No! That's like the worst I've seen. Maybe not the worst, but wow. 10 green or 10 purple? Oh, I'll take the purple, I guess. I'm not sure which one I have less of or more of. There we go. But yeah, I actually haven't even been picking up eggs lately. Mostly because they spoil. Like, a lot of foods that spoil too quickly I've been trying to avoid, other than salads. It's because I find myself throwing out a lot. Like, not a lot, but you know. Like, there's definitely been many more instances lately where I've been throwing stuff out. I've just been trying to eat less overall. But it also means you tend to trash more if it's has a limited shelf life. So I haven't really been getting milk, haven't really been getting eggs, other perishable goods. But I've been kind of staying away from dairy in general whenever I can. Not going all in vegan, but you know. Still been like semi-avoiding it lately. Though not cheese. Cheese I love. I can never get rid of cheese. And I still do have a little bit of yogurt. But I mean like a little bit, so I don't actually waste them. Because I actually threw some out the other week. Like sometimes I get in like a super yogurt mood where I want to chug down like... oh! That's the verse I need! Where I want to chug down like an entire thing. Or like multiple containers and find the individual ones. But yeah, there we go, in verse 3. And then other times I'll go like a month with no yogurt. I get into like super yogurt moods. I'm either really into it or I'm not going to have it at all. Yeah, I'm like addicted to cheese-based stuff. Like cheese is probably like my top one food when done correctly. Obviously when combined with other things, not like plain. Though there are some cheeses you can eat plain. Or with crackers and such. That's just something I haven't picked up recently. A good vegetable cracker. What even are good vegetable crackers these days? Normally out of laziness, I just kind of keep getting like Ritz and stuff, which are not a good one. But you know, when you see them there for cheap, you know, you kind of just pick them up. I also like how they're individually wrapped, which is better than how some of the other ones are packaged. Or, you know, not like super individually wrapped. So sometimes you do. They have like those really big cylinder ones, but they also have like those super small cylinder ones that are really good if you just want like a, you know, small portion. Where it's almost like a handful of Ritz. Maybe slightly bigger than that. It's like a slightly bigger cylinder, but it's not like those really big long ones who you don't feel like you have to eat as many. Because whenever I crack one of those open, I feel like I have to eat every single one in it. Because they're so annoying to kind of like repackage, because the packaging they're in can't really be repackaged that well. So I like those like really small ones, so you don't have to worry about that. Honestly, any product that I can get like that, I tend to do. It's like slightly more packaging, which, you know, that's kind of bad for the environment, but that's like a bigger, more economical issue overall, that things like that are even being sold. But, you know, convenience is nice. The convenience that will eventually destroy the world. Still not sure on a global scale what is ever going to be done about it. Because what do you do? Like, moderate all consumerism? Or do you change capitalism to adjust? Which one would possibly be easier, because neither are going to happen. But they kind of do. How to find a better way to trash stuff going forward. Because realistically, companies would either drastically need to cut down on their trash products, or consumerism would need to be adjusted to not keep wasting stuff. Because I'm pretty sure there are people out there that use, like, paper plates for almost everything rather than doing dishes. And, like, plastic everything, you know, plastic forks, plastic spoon, stuff like that. Actually, one of my uncles does that. So he doesn't have to do dishes. He has, like, stacks upon stacks of paper plates. Which, you know, on occasion, it's like, okay. But, you know, if you did it, like, constantly, that would be so much trash. At least that's not as bad as, like, plastics. Because, you know, they degrade a lot easier. But still. But I don't know. I still use them occasionally. But very, very rarely. It's kind of like those, like, red cups, those red plastic cups. Like, there are certain things that you, like, do it with. And I feel like pizza's in that category. Like, pizza's one of those things that, like, paper plates were made for. Depending on where you get the pizza, the bread even tastes like a paper plate. A paper plate with cheese on it. Honestly, that pretty much is the description of some pizza's taste. It's just literally just a paper plate with cheese. Disguised as a name of pizza. Hey, open a stack and got an egg, eat them all. That's pretty much how most things work. Which I really like that most things have, like, sealable bags now. Because I'd go crazy without them. I'm not sure how people lived without them. Because most of my adult life, packaging has been resealable. Not when I was a kid, but... Like, you know, but by the time I hit, like, adult years, like, pretty much everything was resealable or something similar. Not all products, but, you know, a lot more majority compared to, like, a decade or two ago. Because otherwise, you'd basically have to put it in, like, your own plastic bags. And then go through so many plastic bags. Like, you basically have to take the packaging that something was already in. Then go put it in a paper bag. I mean, a plastic bag. And then, like, seal it away. Either put it in the fridge or do whatever you'd normally store it. And, you know, and then have it that way. But then you basically do double the trash. Because you have the trash of the standard packaging. But then also the trash of the plastic bag you just used. They're doubling up on it. But now they basically are their own plastic bag. Also, I'm not sure why I'm talking so much about food this stream. I'm not even hungry. Let's say hello, Bill Warhammer. Welcome, welcome. Poll it, green or purple? At this point, that'd be such a random poll. I know it meant for the thing we already did, but still. Let's see. What do we need here? Also, that guy needs to not run away. He's going to. I actually have no way of stopping him. Up or that. Wow, did we just triple skull from Sky? We did. For 40 Dragonite. That's not bad. Yeah, we just triple skulled from Sky. That's always nice to see. Why can't that happen during Guild War? What did you eat? Oh, I had burgers with onion rings. I still had a few onion rings left, so I was like, I might as well. I do need to put them in longer next time, though. They were a little too, soft. Generally, when it comes to things, I prefer to, like, overdo it than underdo it. Same as the burgers. Like, I could never eat, like, raw meat. Or even, like, partially raw. Or, like, even mediums, like, sometimes too much. Like, I go all in. Not, like, charcoal level all in, but, you know. Like, quite a bit. Get that nice sizzle. When you were a kid, shower caps was a thing. Isn't that still a thing? Oh no, I don't know anyone who uses them. I know my mom kind of used to. When you were a kid, shower caps was a thing. And people started using them as bowl covers. Really? Bowl covers? I've never heard of that. Seems like a weird use of them. Especially if they were already used as shower caps. It seems like an even weirder use of them. That reminds me, I do need to get an organizer for my shower. For, like, all the products. Mostly because my bathroom has, like, no shelf space. And I don't have that many products, but I need, like, a better way of grabbing them. Because the way my shower is, they always get so wet during the shower, so they're always, like, so hard to grab at. Whereas, you know, if they were in the, like, separated section, it'd be a lot easier. Which currently they're not. Because the way the shelving is for my shower, it's set up more for a tub, but I always use it as a shower. So it always is in, like, such an awkward position. Keeping the flies off the potato salad at a cookout. Oh yeah, that's the most annoying thing. That's the only bad thing about ever doing, like, grilling and other similar things outdoors. Is just the bugs. Like, it's fun to do, but then when bugs get in the way, it's like, eh. Not as fun anymore. Something I haven't done in a while. They probably will this 4th of July. Actually, to some degree, I'll probably celebrate 4th of July when I'm seeing my dad. For Father's Day. I still haven't gotten all the dates situated for that, but I probably will know by the end of this month. Hopefully next week or two. Because we're going to be gone for about a week. Like the week prior to Father's Day, probably. Give you honors on Global 1. I don't think I'm in Global 1 right now. So I probably don't even see her name. These probably got buried already. I'm still in Global 777. Can I still see you from earlier? Hey, Maximus is in here. Here we go. Have one Maximus. I would expect you would already be maxed by now. I'm kind of surprised. Let's see. How do you even change? I use global chat so little these days. Get where to even change the thing. There we go. Where even are we? Tyrion Shark, hello. Okay, I'm just gonna give this a few other people. Hello. Oh, you're already max. You're already max. You're a new player. Have this. Wait, I can't do anymore? Wait, I only handed out 2. How am I already out? What, do they refresh only like 2 or 3 per day? I haven't used them in so long. I thought all 5 refresh per day. Is it only 2? When did they change that? I could have sworn it was always 5. It's only 2 per day? When did they change that? To prevent people from, like, going all in on people or something? I could have sworn it was always 5. Yeah, it's probably been like that for a while, but you have to keep in mind, I got that feature done within, like, the first month. So if they ever changed that, I barely paid attention. Has it always been 2? Alright, maybe I just got it finished so quick I'd never even notice. I could have sworn when it first came out, you got refreshed on all of them per day. It was always like that? Oh. Well, I guess I haven't interacted with it for so long. I never needed to. Because our main account had it done within under a month. Also, we have not been doing that good on merchants tonight. What was our biggest drop? Honestly, our biggest drop was the 2 blue deeds from the angel, oddly enough. It's not good. Well, that wasn't bad, but you know. I've been getting particularly lucky tonight. There were literally a person below Maximus I didn't even notice. I'm not sure how, but I always don't notice your name. Even in global chat, apparently. Doesn't matter what chat it's in. I feel like your name is really easily noticeable with how it's written in-game as well. Like, when I went to global chat 1, I noticed it instantly. Name blindness. It could be because I see it so often that I just don't see it as accurately. I think the other reason is I tend to remember people based on both name and the icon they have next to their name. And when they're not connected together, I tend to not notice it. It's also why whenever anyone changes their profile image, it throws me off for a while. And Tyrion has changed it a couple times, which I think is the main thing that throws me off. Because Genki's name threw me off for a couple weeks when she changed to that new image that she did a couple months ago. Or like earlier this year, whenever that was. Like it was almost a completely different person by that point. Like obviously I caught on, but it throws me off slightly. Hello, Bull. Welcome, welcome. Because I remember like some combination of the profile image plus the name. And then one of them changes and it throws everything off. It's also the reason why whenever Bill posts on the 2 accounts that he normally posts on this stream, they both look like the same account to me because I believe they both have like the same profile image, but they have like a different name or something. But they both look exactly the same. Yeah, like that. It's like they literally both look exactly the same to me, even though they have completely different names. I cannot identify them apart. Throwing tested off since 2016. Actually, that reminds me, we're almost at 7 years straight of streaming. Next month will be the 7-year mark. Actually, kind of funny. The week we go on vacation will probably be like the 7-year mark of when we've been streaming. The 7-year mark as a channel has already happened. That was back in late April. But the 7-year mark of his streaming is, I believe, late June or mid-June. I don't remember the exact date. It was whenever we did our first ever Twitch stream. We actually did a week-long stream for that as well, back in the day. It was a pretty fun week. We went for rank 1 PvP. Something we would not do in the current state of the game. I would not even attempt it in the current state of the game. I would go completely insane if I tried doing it with how PvP is now compared to before. Like, that's basically a completely different game at this point. What PvP was back in like 2016 compared to what it is now. A Mythic tier list coming since 2016. I am still gonna get that out eventually. Ideally before 7.0. Because the main thing I was waiting on was the Ironhawk changes this week. But I just haven't had that much spare time this week yet. Also, we weren't able to finish Tears of the Kingdom today. We're probably going to be finishing on Sunday. We got so close to it, but they keep doing more content. The game surprisingly keeps getting content. Like, anytime I think we've done, like, some amount of content, I realize we have touched, like, 1% of the game. And still haven't finished the storyline. Best Troops 2019. Coming since 2016. Yeah, the top 100 rewards for PvP is pretty bad. Even when it was first released, or, you know, like the most recent buffed version of it. Because it's been buffed many times. But even the most recent iteration of the buffed version, even back then, 6 years ago or 7 years ago, whenever it was, even then it was kind of underwhelming. And now, several years later, it is absurdly overwhelming. Oh, I almost clicked that thing and this was a merchant. That's free 5 gem keys right there. Nice. Not a huge amount, but you know, they add up. 5 free gem keys. Get enough of those, you'll have more than you ever know what to do with. The Lion Sleeps Tonight is your favorite shower song to sing or to listen to? I don't listen to any music during the shower. Or listen to. I mean, or sing, or anything. I just have shower thoughts. And go deep into philosophy and fear myself. All the standard shower thoughts. I'm not sure why. Like, I think so much differently within a shower than I do, like, naturally. I guess it's just like the relaxing state or something. But that's like the easiest way to get existential dread ever. Is just go in the shower and just think about things for like half an hour. I try to take a quicker shower these days. Somewhat because of that reason. What's wrong with my shower? It's a possessed shower now. Let's hear some shower thoughts. Oh no, I can't have them unless I'm showering. And we can't stream within the shower. It's kind of like those thoughts that you have like right before you fall asleep and right when you wake up. Like, they're not really replicatable at a different time. Like, you can't go through every event that you just dreamed about like 5 hours after you wake up. But you know, like 10 minutes after you can. Or at least most of them. You ask Derek Crisp asked the same question. Wait, what was the question? Wait, what was Supernova's question? Oh, let's hear some shower thoughts. Oh yeah, Lester has no comment on the shower thing. He'll say something about it. All the shower questions. Though I have been considering switching back to bar soap. What do you guys use? Bar soaps or, like the liquids? Because I've switched back and forth many times over the years. And I honestly do not know which one I prefer. Only if you guys back you up. You use both, really? I don't think I've ever used both simultaneously. I've only ever had one product or the other, never both. Bar soap is gross. I don't know. I like the tactileness of it, though, sometimes. Especially if it's a smaller bar that you know you're going to use within a pretty short duration. Do a poll for it? I guess we could. It is exceedingly not Gems of War topic related, but why not? We're probably ending soon anyways. Start a poll. Let's see. Which form factor of soap do you use? Though, is there even other? I was gonna say, maybe I should put other as one, but is there even anything other than solid or liquid? Which form factor? Oh wait, that was almost the question I just put in. I should probably clarify further. Which form factor? Which form factor of soap? I should say, do you consume? That would sound so weird because it sounds like you're eating it. Which form factor of soap do you use? In the sense, you are consuming it in a sense of consumerism, but in a literal sense, like if you take it in a literal sense, obviously you're not consuming any form of soap. That would be very bad. Which form factor of soap do you use? There we go. I've worded it correctly to not cause consumption confusion. Let's see. Bar or liquid? There we go. Yes, the element of bar and not solid. Yeah, I'm still calling the other one liquid. I'm pretty sure most people know it as a bar of soap and not a solid form factor of soap. So far, liquid is winning. I actually currently use liquid now. But I feel like I've used bar more in the past. When it comes to slight laziness, I feel like liquid is easier to restock compared to bars. It's also really annoying when a bar falls onto the ground. And you have to reach down to pick it up. Gosh, why am I even giving Lester ideas? But, oh no, just so annoying. Especially when it hits your foot and it hurts. And then you have to go chase it around because it slips around some. And you gotta go put it back. Or keep using it if you were using it. It's really annoying sometimes. But I feel like it feels better using a bar than liquid. But I feel like it's easier to both restock liquid as well as to use liquid. Bar soap gets stray hairs in it? I never get stray hairs in my bar soap. How's that even possible? Like, normally the hairs would come off, like, at a different time in that process. Not when you're using the soap itself. Like, unless you just, like, shaved or something. Poll is invalid. Wait, there's a rope soap? Wait, there are ropes of soap? How does that work? You're like lava soap? I've never heard of that. Nor rope soap. What are these new forms of soap I've never heard of? How much has soap technology been modified? Because I just always get the same ones. I normally get Dove more often than not. Just out of the fact I've used in the past and I have no need to change. I also don't really care for scented stuff. And their stuff isn't particularly scented, which I like. Because I actually really hate soaps that have a strong scent. I prefer a nice neutral one. Oh, you mean it's a bar of soap that has a rope in it? That's interesting. I don't think I've ever used a soap like that. Actually, when I was a kid, there were soaps that had like toys in them. That was fun. But I've never heard of a bar with a rope in it. I guess that makes it easier to make sure it doesn't slip around and you can tie it somewhere if you needed to. I remember when I was a kid, there was bars with like dinosaurs in it. So every single time a bar would go down, I would get a dinosaur toy. It was fun. It would also make you scrub the soap a lot more than you normally would to be able to get the toy. Because you would mass use the soap so you can get to the toy. So you can get another bar of soap and do the same. It was actually probably the best strategy anyone has ever thought of to get kids to clean themselves. Was to put a toy in the soap. And then realize how to use it properly so that you would quickly get to the toy. You also hate when there's dents in the soap when it's dropped. Oh yeah, that's always kind of awkward. Or just a random dent. Especially if you do it multiple times and it looks like you beat up your soap. Not like most people would see it. But it looks like you assaulted your soap if you drop it like 5 times. Like you literally used it as like a little mini punching bag. Like it's all bruised up. Not in like a, you know, blue bruise mark, but in the sense that it's all dented. What about those special shaped soaps? Oh no, I haven't really used a bar of soap that isn't bar shaped. Like it's either square or ovalish or similar shaped object. Oh, I don't think I've ever used a ball of soap. Do they even come in that form? Like that'd be so hard to grab. It's a product that's literally a prison joke. Who invented soap on a rope and why? It was created in the late 1940s by the English leather company. They knew that people had enough of soggy lumps of soap and turning into a big pile of mush on the side of a sink or bath and looked into ways to make life easier. Wouldn't that still happen to the soap though? Depending on how you have it up? It's just it would drip down the length of it instead. So it would get like weird marks on it. Because I feel like that would happen over time, depending on how slowly you use the soap. It almost formed like soap icicles on the bottom. If you had it that way. Or it like dries up and hardens. And you have like little icicles at the bottom of it. I feel like that would happen with it. I've never had one, so I wouldn't know. It sure seemed like it would do that after a couple weeks if you weren't using it as much. And it really depends on the size of the soap. Like, I could easily use a whole bar in a week. But then other times, it could take like a month. Depends on a lot of factors. Tyrion. Also, how did we get this talking about soap? Out of all the conversations we had today, how has it gotten to soap? There's a topic I never thought anything would get to. Oh yeah, shower thoughts, and then something before that. Okay, I remember now. Because I can't recall us ever talking about soap. In all fairness, there's a lot of topics we've never talked about. Should probably start using them so we have things to talk about. But anyways, guys, does anyone else have any other questions? We're probably calling it soon. Actually, this merchant's probably our final one. Let's see what we get here. No! Why can't this be Angel? Our Angel drops have been so average today. Yet our merchant has had 2 epic Volkies on it that we can't do anything with because it's not worth buying. But anyways, but yeah, we'll continue tomorrow. Keep doing Kingdom Pass. Obviously, we'll be covering a video in the morning, or ideally morning. It depends when I wake up. But we'll be covering a video going over to Deep Delve for Silver Necropolis. Most noteworthy thing is do not leave this weekend without Life and Death. Honestly, there's 2 things you should not leave this week without. You should not leave this week without Life and Death from the faction event, which you ideally should get for gems. So you can also get in the Soul Forge. And you should not leave this week without 2 Teslas, which you can get in event keys for the next 3 days, as well as right now. As well as, you know, this entire week. But next 3 days, you can also do so. So definitely make sure to do so, as both of them are really good true damage options. One for hero, one for hero. I mean, one for hero, one for troop. And the troop got buffed this week as well. Life and Death did not get buffed. Actually, it got nerfed a couple of years ago. But it's still insane even after the nerf. Oh, what is Bill pointing to? Let me just double check real quick. Oh no, the poll's in the way. 1 second. I'm trying to open it on the other chat, and the thing's in the way. Let's see. What we're looking at. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, I don't see your comment. Oh, what is the code drop for angels? Is there any reward worth a code drop? I guess there are kind of a few. Epic Volkey is definitely in that category. I'm not sure what else. Oh no, I would have to think over that later. But I would definitely say an Epic Volkey is like a code-worthy angel drop. I don't think there's too many others that are really in that category though. Unless she ever got deed books added, which of course she doesn't currently have that. But anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys later. Thank you so much for stopping by. Have one for the rest of your week. We'll be covering the faction stuff tomorrow. And also messing with it tomorrow night. Goodbye, everyone. And thanks for watching.